We've gone straight into wheel mode now. Oh my goodness! We've just expanded ourselves from the centripetal force. Oh, this is amazing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Dream Car Racing 3D. This is ScrapMan, and we're going to be getting into some new updates into the game. But before we do that, quick update on the move. So I've officially moved and settled in Los Angeles from Hawaii, and unfortunately my second monitor did not survive the move. So I am recording on I'm using only one monitor to record and edit right now, so that's going to slow things down a little bit until I can buy a new one. But I'm all settled here now, and hopefully after this weekend I'll be settled enough to have time to start building my own stuff once again. I've been itching to actually start creating again rather than just showing off what else has been created. But we're gonna start off today with a new map and some new vehicles. So this vehicle was made by Smelgren. Right here, I think we've made stuff by this, or we've showcased stuff by this person before, and there's also some new updates to the game. For example, we can now change the map from inside the editor menu instead of going back out to the map selection screen. So that's a big time saver right there, not having to load the editor every single time you want to change the map. So good on the developer for helping out with those updates and listening to the feedback. Alright, so we're on the new map called Mountain version 1.0. So, I'm curious. Wow, that's a big mountain, and there's like some stuff sticking off of it too. Here, let's go into our free cam here. We're gonna leave our vehicle behind for a little bit and see what this map is all about. What do we want to do here? What is this stuff? Looks like you got some oh, this is kind of cool. We got valleys and like bridges. We've got big hill climbs. How are you supposed to climb all the way up this thing? Look at this. Look how steep this hill is. And what are these things up here? Okay, let's look at the overhead map. This is... Look how steep this... What? I want to go down this thing. This looks like a roll... Is this actually a trail? Alright, I am excited to play this map. Can you actually... Is there a... Doesn't look like there's a single trail up to the top, but there's these random roads that we can jump off of. Alright, I'm getting too excited. Let's just get to it. I'm gonna drive over to these hills and see if we can get up to this part here using Smelgren's trophy truck. Alright, so here's the trophy truck. Looks pretty cool. It's got some interesting suspension. Wait, how's the steering working? Oh, interesting. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, so I think if we go this way, we should be able to get to a road. Alright, maybe not. Alright, hopefully that doesn't happen too often. Alright, let's try to get over to this road. The suspension might be actually a little bit too soft. This thing's a little bit hard to keep steady. Alright, come on, we just gotta get over to the road. We gotta get over to the road. Alright, we got some, wow, look at that rear suspension working. Alright, we're at the road. Let's see if we can get up some of these hills here and get as far up this mountain as we can. Alright, we're already doing horrible. Already doing horrible. Come on, stay straight. Wait, really? 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 Come on, go. Alright, let's get some speed here. This car's having a little bit more trouble with this than I thought it was going to. Maybe we just need some momentum. Alright, yeah, this seems to be working. Yeah, there we go. We just need a little bit of momentum, but I don't know about this part here. This part's gonna be a little bit steeper. It's getting there, though. It's getting there. Yep, we got it. We got it. Alright, there we go. But this part, I do not see it being a successful journey up here. I am not very confident that we're already slowing down a lot. But we're still going, we're still going. We just gotta be like the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I don't know, I don't think I can. I don't think I can, we're going so slow. Nope. Wait, when we look at it, this thing is pretty steep. Look how steep this thing is. Uh-oh. That was sweet. Oh, we didn't maintain it. We did not maintain it, though. And we're flipping down the hill. Oh, no. So there's some new settings in here that I think are repair speed. All right, this is interesting. I don't know what self-repair is, but we're gonna see if this thing deforms in its current state by taking it to the top. And then we're gonna see what this self-repair thing does, because that's a new option as well. So let's go ahead and let's go right here near this big, I don't know if that's a trail. This looks like pretty much a drop to me, but we're gonna see what that thing looks like. All right, where are we? Where are we? Okay, it's behind me. I'm facing the wrong way. Look how steep this thing is. This is not what cars are supposed to be doing. All right, I'm not even going. There's no stopping now. We're just, oh, wow. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're just falling so fast. This is so ridiculous. Our deformations are on, so this thing is just a really, oh man. Oh. That thing just has a really strong frame, it looks like. But it could not handle the trip. Now, what can possibly drive down that? That is just a fall. That is absolutely ridiculous. All right. Let's do the same thing, but we're gonna turn self-repair on and see what exactly that means. All right, so self-repair is on, repair speed. Let's just keep it at what was the default? 1. We're just gonna keep it at 1. All right, and race. And we're going back to the top of the mountain. All right, here we go. So now we're gonna see what the repair does. What happens if I do this? Do I get to see the points? Oh, so it deforms and then it repairs. Look at that. That is cool. Well, the suspension got screwed up, but the deformations actually deform and then repair. That is interesting. Okay, one more actually, let's go to the crash test site now. I want to see this thing in action. I want to be able to get a better view of this. All right, so I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the repair speed down to 0.2 because I want to see if I can actually watch it repair itself. All right, so we're in the crash test site, and we're just gonna ram into a wall here and see what happens to the front end. All right, here it goes. And boom. And is it repairing itself? What's going on? Wait, what? Nothing's green or red anymore. What's going on? I don't think this is how repair is supposed to work. Okay. Let's try getting a little bit more speed and see if this changes it. I'm gonna hit the corner now. I am very confused. Alright, I guess let's take it off the top of the drop over there and see if this changes anything. Alright, this time we're gonna do slow motion so we can actually see. Whoop, I went off the side. That's okay though. Alright, we're gonna slow it down. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that's definitely crumpled up. Now, what is the repair gonna do? Is it repairing the frame? It is! The frame gets repaired. That is really cool. I mean, our suspension didn't get... It looks like it has ears now. Okay. Alright, so back to the mountain map. Because I have another thing I want to try to see how the hill climbing does. We're gonna go ahead and load four-wheel steering monster truck by is it LP or IP? I don't know. If it's IP, then I think it's Ipiro. All right, open. All right, so this is the second monster truck that I've shown on this series so far. This one has a much different body design. It has that cool little tapered rear end there, and I like the color of it too. All right, so it's got some pretty long suspensions. We'll see how those things work. And I did not load the mountain map, did I? Nope. This thing's suspension is absolutely insane. The turning on this thing with the four wheels and the suspension, look how much sway this thing has. That is so cool. Whoa, look at how many frames are in those crossbars. Those things are so dense. Alright, well, let's go to the mountain map and see what happens there. Whoa, up. Bad start. Okay, so we're at the mountain map, and these tires seem to go kind of slow. Why isn't this working? I can't even get up here. What's going on here? Alright, let me look at the engine power. I really like the design of this vehicle, but the function just seems to not be doing too well. Alright, so let's see. Engine. Let's increase the top speed, traction control. Let's get some more traction on this thing. How about that? Alright, so we've increased our top speed and our traction control. And now the wheel seems to be spinning faster. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. There doesn't seem to be any power in this thing. I'm very confused. I really like the way this looks and I want it to work well, but it's not working very well for some reason. Alright, well, I've decided to, since it doesn't seem to be doing very well with the hills, we're just gonna take it on this flat, this flat runway and just jump off the mountain and see what happens. Alright, here we go, and we're off. Holy crap. Are we gonna hit this other one? No, I think we're gonna miss it, but I think this is my new favorite map. This is so cool. Alright, here we go. Oh, alright, whoa, we're almost landing it. Are we gonna go off this other jump here? That is cool. Oh man. I am really looking forward to what else we can do with this map. Okay, alright, let's see what other vehicle we have. Okay, we're gonna look at Wheel by Creative. This is something I saw in the workshop, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, what? I have to try this. And you're gonna see why in just a second. So this... this is... Oh, what? I cannot believe how many suspensions there are in here. How many... I have to know, there's 227 frames, and there are 192 shocks in this thing. 32 wheels. Only 2 engines for 32 wheels, okay. Alright, well I switched to the crash test map because I want some flatland for this thing. And then, don't worry, we are gonna go to the mountain map and I'm gonna roll this thing off the top of the mountain because it's a giant wheel. What else would you expect? Okay, this definitely- What? This is amazing. Okay, the only thing is I can't turn. Look at the deform. I think we've gotten ourselves stuck just a little bit. But it still deforms. This is absolutely ridiculous. It still goes though. Alright, we're gonna back up. Uh-oh. Oh man, this is probably one of the most ridiculous creations I have seen so far. Creative, you have gotten very creative with this one. I just wish I could turn it somehow. Oh wait. Hold on, let's... Nope, there doesn't seem to be any turning in this thing. Or maybe I'm just not getting it. Wait, is there? If I turn left... Right? Nope. It doesn't seem to be working at least. This thing is so cool. Look at it. It's very hypnotic. Am I making you dizzy yet? I could just do this for... I should just make a 10-minute video of just this. Put some hypnotic music in the background. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I'm getting dizzy now. But I can't go anywhere. This thing is so interesting. Alright, let's take it off. Let's take it off of here. And see what happens when this happens. Alright, I'm gonna put this a little bit slower too. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit. Go to... Uh-oh. Alright, pause. Before we lose it. We're gonna go to free cam. Man, look at this thing. It is so interesting. Alright, let's go down here. Turn up the speed just a little bit. Alright, and here it comes! What's gonna happen? Oh, it bends and like mangles with so many suspensions on it. This thing is so interesting. And there it goes. Oh, it's still almost upright. Is it gonna survive? Looks like it. Oh, no, it's up. There it goes. All right. Time to take this thing off the mountain. All right, so we're just gonna spawn right on top of the mountain. I have no idea which way I'm gonna be facing, but uh-oh. That's not the way a wheel is supposed to roll. All right, I don't think we're gonna be able to get out of here. Nope. Let's see if we can face the right way on this thing. This is just a luck of the draw here. All right, yeah, we're not gonna be able to turn that way, I don't think. But let's just go off the mountain. Oh, look how steep this is. There goes nothing. All right, and it's just it's all downhill from here. Oh, we are picking up speed so fast. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I cannot believe how fast this thing is going right now. Oh, an epic jump. Hey, we've leveled out. I can actually start going. It's a wheel. It's actually acting like a wheel now. Oh, no. Oh, that was not the best end result there. Right into the mountainside. That was fun. I kind of want to weaken the frame a little bit and do that again. Okay, well, there's our problem. Ultimate strength is at 4. Nah, we need to turn that down just a little bit. All right, let's turn the frame ultimate strength down. Elastic limit 100. All right, I don't really know what I'm doing right now, but I'm just gonna turn some stuff down. And now let's see what happens. And off the cliff. Whoop. 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 All right, here it goes. I want to see some bending going on here. Oh no, we've gone straight into wheel mode now. Oh my goodness! We've just expanded ourselves from the centripetal force. Oh, this is amazing. This is exactly what I was looking for. It's just become a blob of springs. Oh, this is great. Here, let's see. Oh man, this is so cool. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's like just an amorphous blob that just keeps expanding and contracting. Which reminds me of like some singularity black hole implosion. Alright, that was by far my favorite part of this video. I'm looking forward to building something for next week. I already have an idea of what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna leave it a surprise. Hopefully I'm not talking it up too much because I just could completely fail. I haven't even started it yet. It might not even work. Does this thing still work? Well, the wheels are going. Alright, well, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more fun, creative video gaming content like this. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time.